Alright, real quick video. The reason it's going to be a slow process for my data dump is two reasons. One, I have to go through all of this and organize it. It was organized, but it was in a trash bag coming from prison and dumped out. So I have to go through everything and organize it for each video. The people and businesses involved, I had a paperwork ready for it, part of it, and misplaced it. So I got to go through all this again. But this is document of police corruption, gangstalking, pedogate, Pizzagate. Also, I had some devices I delivered to my attorney. She changed those passwords when she sent the devices back. So now I'm having to send those off to a friend to get all those documents. And there is a lot. And it goes all the way up to Washington. I can prove through documentation and not just claims that Pizzagate is a worldwide, but we're going to stick with the nationwide organized crime that does extortion, gang stalking, human trafficking, child trafficking, guns, and murder for hire. So I am going to be creating links to my videos, using this paperwork as I organize it. I'll try to keep it in order, but we're talking 10 years of events. I'll do the best I can. Now, I spoke to some other TIs, and I'm encouraging them to use scanners and police reports to document things. See, what TIs think are that they're the center of this, but they're not. If you are being gang stalked, that means there are hundreds of people in your county and area that are being gang stalked also. These groups of predator groups is what somebody named it in the past. Now, they're not just for you. They're in areas. So let's say if you're in Locust Grove, Georgia, and you go to Walmart, that area has its own set of gang stalkers, and they're alerted some kind of way to your presence and other people's presence. So you're not the only one being stalked by this group of people. When you'll notice, if you go from one side of the county to another, or one county to another, or one state to another, certain cars and people will remain the same, but others will change. That's because they're compartmentalized. Forgive me. They're grouped up in groups of 1 to 300. Some are as big as 500. Like you have one in Ola in Henry County. You have one in Locust Grove. You have one in several in Stockbridge. You have several in Butts County. You know, like you got Jackson. And then you got Jackson Lake area, High Falls area. Spalding County, I haven't seen a lot of, but they're here. So the reason I'm encouraging scanners and police reports is because you're going to document that you're not the only one. And the only way to beat these people is to network. Get a group of people in your area so that you can all document tag numbers, car types, when they're operating, when they're stalking one person as opposed to the next. When you get all this information, you have police reports. You can find other people. You can contact these victims. You can get record the scanners. Now they're probably going to destroy those calls and police reports, or not make a police report. But if you can listen to the scanner and find out the address this is happening, send them a letter. Tell them, say, hey, I'm being stalked too. Let's get together. Let's fight these people. All right? Because we have to fight them on all fronts. Legislative, criminal, exposing, because the police are not going to do anything. The FBI and Georgia, the GBI, they're not going to do anything. All right? So people are going to say you're crazy. They're going to say you're schizophrenic because of the way these people operate. And if you look up online, they're saying 10,000 people worldwide and it's a mental health crisis. There are thousands of people, hundreds, I know there's thousands in Henry County, but there's at least hundreds of people in your area who aren't reporting this. So 10,000 is a low number. You got to prove this is not mass delusion. We must all document. You see? Like you see here, document it. Get it on paper. Get it digitally documented. Paper is the best way because they hack and destroy evidence like they did in my phones. My own attorney wiped some of my devices clean. You see? You can't trust attorneys. You're going to need to learn the law, and you're going to need to learn to fight. You need to learn gangstalking laws, criminal procedures, motions. See, because you need to file lawsuits, file paperwork, go into the clerk's office. Say, I want this filed. Got to get it on record. And paper is harder to destroy. They can't hack paper. You see? They have to physically come in here, break in, and destroy this. That is why paper documentation is so important. We're so dependent on online. Look, they censor you online, right? They can't censor this. They can't, all right? And if you network, they can't censor you. You have friends. You're not alone. You can't be isolated. If other people are being gangstalked, it's like building a support group, you see? Because we're going to need an army to defeat these people. I was put in prison for exposing these people, all right? While in prison, I met some high-ranking gang members. I am going to them for help because they're organized. Wherever you can find the help. I don't care if it's within a criminal element. And here's another thing about gangs. They're not allowed to participate in human trafficking, child trafficking. So, and there's gang members who are participating in this. And there's certain rules that gang members are supposed to follow that a lot of times they're not. And if you let the higher-ups in these gangs know, then the higher-ups will help you. Because, I'll give you an example. Bloods aren't allowed to steal, all right? I think they're allowed to rob or whatever, but not just, shady steal. So, if some of these people that are gang stalking you are Bloods and they come in your house or they steal something from you, if you let the higher-ups and Bloods know, these people will be taken care of, you see? You got to debilitate them. You got to separate them. You got to cause them turmoil and let them make mistakes because that's what they're doing to you. So I encourage, get a scanner, write down the dates and times people are calling in about being stalked, get those police reports. And if you can help me, you have to either have special software or hardware to listen to the police band in Henry County, Georgia. So if you can help me figure that out, because I am a dumbass when it comes to electronics. But, so I really need to listen to the police band in Henry County live and record all the calls about gang stalking. So if you can help me with that, I sure appreciate it. That's what this networking is about. That's why we need to contact other victims. So we can help each other in these things. I can help you legally. I've done nothing but study law for the past 4 years. You see, if you need that kind of help, if you need advice on what to do, hey, drop me a line. I'm more than willing. And I've got people that are helping me. I got electronics experts. I got investigators. I have been building my own army. You must do the same thing. Okay? Stay safe, y'all. And I'll talk to you soon if I live that long.